Alright guys, I'll give you guys a little bit of tips, I guess some tips on positioning your person or your body behind the rifle and making sure you have consistent body position behind the rifle for each and every shot. It's going to matter a lot. Another thing is you got to pay attention, real close attention to your bubble level as well. You don't want that rifle canted to the right or to the left in any degree. For consistency, you need to make sure that bubble level is good to go. So when you get behind the rifle, make sure you square your body up right behind the rifle. What I like to do is I like to put the rifle right dead smack center, parallel of my body, essentially. And then what I do is I scoot over just about maybe 2 to 3 inches to the right with my hips, and I do the same with my shoulder. And then what I do is, let me get this out of my way here. I scoot up to the rifle, and what I'm doing is essentially I'm pushing forward, using my heel or my feet to dig into the ground to push the bipods forward. You always want to load those bipods forward, and you always want to make sure that it's an equal pressure every time between each shot. You don't want to have too much pressure in one shot and then too little pressure or free floating, the other shots or whatever. Make sure it's steady, consistent pressure, essentially, so that you can get good, solid hits down range. So let me go ahead and demonstrate that for you. So I'm getting right behind the rifle, obviously. Like I said, I switched my hips over about maybe 3 inches to the left because I'm a right-handed shooter. I'm a righty. So then what I do is I get right behind that rifle and I take the rear bag and I squeeze it just enough to where I can lift it up enough to where I can sit my cheek down. You want to make sure that you have good, adequate cheek pressure as well. And consistent cheek pressure, so that you can get those good, solid impacts downrange. All right, so here we go. I'm gonna. Another thing, what you want to do is with trigger pull or control is you don't want to put too much, pressure on the. If you have a pistol grip style, like I do here with this PA chassis, this vertical grip here. What I like to do, this actually got a little cut out here for your thumb. I know you can't see it over here. But anyways, what I like to do is keep all of my hand, with the exception of the thumb and the trigger finger on the trigger, so that when that shot breaks, my hand, if I had my hand wrapped around this pistol grip, it would influence the rifle to shift left or right or whatever, and basically pushing the rear of the gun to wherever the pressure is located on my hand. And you can't get your hand in the same spot every single time with in conjunction with where your elbow is placed at. It could be placed up here this one way, and then it could be placed up there, and then it would just add up to essentially creating terrible accuracy and precision. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and take a couple shots here. First, we're gonna take a look at the wind. You can see my wind flags out there flapping around, my little ribbons that I got placed up. We are at 1,000 yards, and let's see, I'm gonna take a shot here at this target. Earlier I was at these targets over here to the left. You can see that there's a empty milk jug. It was filled up with some food coloring and water, and I just conducted a 1,000-yard milk jug challenge. So this is at 1,000 yards with a 308. All right, so here we go. All right, this time I'm making sure my bubble level is good to go. All right, inclinometer is good, matches up with my bubble level. All right, parallax is very important as well. I've already got my parallax preset. That'll be another video for parallax. But anyways, I'm pushing forward on the bipods, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna acquire my my target. Look, the wind dropped off just a little bit there. Okay, so I'm gonna come down about 7 minutes of angle. We got about 8 to 10 mile an hour wind. All right, stand by. Whoa, okay, saw that one hit way low. Actually, it hit the dirt to the left. So we're going to use our reticle, and it looks like I need to come over to the right about a half minute. Okay, so what I'm going to do is bring it over to the right half minute, because that wind dropped off. Actually, we'll go 3/4 of a minute. All right, and we'll go ahead and chuck another round in here. All right. It's very important when you're shooting to be able to spot your misses so that you can re-engage, or so you can see where your misses are, so that you can re-engage and you know, make that adjustment. All right, stand by. Here we go. All right. Looks like the wind dropped off quite a bit from the flags. Flags are telling me that it's really dropped off there, so I'm gonna come down to about 5 minutes of angle. All right. Go ahead. Put one in here. All right, loading forward on my bipods. Stand by. Okay. That was just to the left of the target there. Come back in half a minute. Alright, let's see what we got here on this one. Alright, loading forward on my bipods. There we go. Impact just off to the left of the target. Almost dead center there. I mean, elevation's almost pretty, it looks pretty good. So what we're going to do is we're going to come down to 4 minutes of angle. That one really has dropped off quite a bit from originally when we first started recording. Let's see if we can follow it up with another shot here. Alright, stand by. There we go. That one was almost dead center of the plate there. Alright, cool. So we're on. So let's whacking it. I got some rounds to push out of this thing. And let's see what we got with this shot here. Impact, I just don't see where. Okay, just a little bit above it, almost the same spot right there. Alright. Going, let's see what that wind's doing. Alright, loading forward my bipod. Alright, cool. Just off to the left of the target there. Alright. Sorry to make this video so long, but I'll be cutting it out here soon. Alright, stand by. Okay, the wind dropped off just a little bit there again. So we're down to about 3.5 minutes of angle on that wind. The wind really dropped off. That means we're at about 6 mile-an-hour wind. Yeah, that one hit just to the left of the plate. Stream spread is still good. Still at 25. Alright, cool. Awesome. Well, turn the stacked cam off here. Alright guys, well, hopefully this was informative. Hopefully this helped out. At first we had a little bit of a difficulty with getting on target. That was because we got a lot of switch winds out here where I go shooting at, which is a undisclosed location, but I'm gonna go ahead and show you the layout. So essentially we have woods on the right of us here, and then woods to the far left of us here, and then you got all this open space out here. So those winds are switching. So we got winds, essentially the wind is coming from the south east today, and they said that it was supposed to be switching over to a full 90 value wind, so a west wind. So I'm sorry, correction. So it's supposed to be a southwest wind. So anyways, so yeah, that wind started dying off real quick. It's getting late in the evening. It is 4:37 right now. So anyways, cool deal. Well, I appreciate you guys watching. If you guys found this informative at all, I know it was kind of a crappy video, but hopefully it can help some people out. But if you guys found this video informative or helpful, please hit that like button, subscribe, and you know, we'll look forward to seeing you on the next video. All right, cool deal. Thanks, guys.